I'm considered to be the underdog in this fight. I'm not considered to win this fight, but I'm always down for a surprise.
He cannot box or he cannot try to sit back and try to prove something to everybody and think that he can box it.
You've never seen anybody knock me out. You came on my show, Inside PBC Boxing, sat next to me,
show.
and I said, were you mad that you didn't knock him out? You said, yeah, I was a little mad.
I am gonna knock you out, though.
That's not how you're supposed to.
I am gonna knock you out, though.
You sure?
I promise you that. I promise you.
Come get it.
You know I'm coming.
Come
you know
get
I'm
it.
coming. You know I'm coming.
Come get this right hand and this left hook.
Man, you're gonna be swinging wild, and man, you just
Will make me miss.
I am. I'm gonna punish you. Watch. I'm going to punish you. I'm going to punish you.
I don't think you've been in the ring with anyone that has made you adapt, has made you make adjustments, has made you get out of your comfort zone.
He's gonna have no choice but to come forward. Period. Yeah.
I want to know where the confidence comes from.
Confidence comes within me. I'm going to punish you.
Come get it.
I'll put you in my resume. I'll put you in my resume.
You can still have your legacy and everything. I'm just gonna slow you down a little bit. I'll come out and knock you out in the first round. It's still gonna be exciting. People still gonna be on their feet.
You knock out me.
It's gonna be one of the most exciting knockouts of the year.
And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance, and boxing fans joining us around the world, it's showtime!
Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide, where we talking nothing but this boxing, man. What's good, fam? Hey, listen, man, first off, let me welcome everybody to the channel. And if you're new here, I want you to be here. So think about hitting that subscribe button as we stay knee deep into this boxing conversation, man. Listen, fam, it is fight week, man. ERROL Spence Jr., IBF welterweight champion, going up against the WBC champion, Showtime Shawn Porter, man, which is a very highly anticipated matchup, man. Rarely do we get unification matchups, man, especially on the caliber of this one, man. ERROL Spence is undefeated. Shawn Porter has 2 losses to two very top welterweights, man. Very close fights in both of his losses. But, you know, a lot has been said. You know, a lot has been said on the build up to this fight. These guys, you know, used to be friendly. Kenny Porter was in ERROL Spence Jr.'s corner during his amateur days on Team USA, and they have built a relationship. You know, they have stayed in touch over the years. Kenny Porter let it be known that when ERROL Spence first came on the scene, came to Las Vegas to spar Floyd Mayweather, ERROL Spence called Kenny Porter to work his corner. That tells you the type of relationship that those two had. But you know what? All that is out the door. All that is on pause because these two dudes, man, they're going to be going head to head this Saturday night on pay-per-view on Fox, man. Shawn Porter, you know, he's looking real confident. Shawn Porter has said that he thinks he can break ERROL Spence mentally. He don't think ERROL Spence is mentally focused for the fight. You know, the reporter asked, have you ever seen ERROL Spence crack in the ring? Have you ever seen a little chink in his armor in the ring? Shawn Porter said, no, not in the ring, but outside the ring. He has seen mental cracks in ERROL Spence. Now, what exactly is he talking about? I don't know. But, you know, Shawn Porter says that he, you know, he has that advantage over him, that he thinks that he's going to break his will. He says he's never faced a fighter like me. You know, a fighter who's going to be up in your chest to chest, mano y mano, man against man, ready to go to the depths to get this victory, man. And you know what? I have to agree with him. I don't think ERROL Spence has met a guy who is going to be as physical as Shawn Porter. You know, if Shawn Porter comes out, you know, like the old Shawn Porter, but I think if he does not, it would be a big mistake. You understand what I'm saying? Shawn Porter said ERROL Spence hasn't had to come over in any adversity. I don't agree with that statement. You know, ERROL Spence traveled over the pond to England to fight Kell Brook in front of 30,000 hostile fans, all rooting for Kell Brook. And he was able to go in there and beat Kell Brook down and bring his title back to the United States, man. And to do that, you have to have some type of mettle with you. You have to have some type of perseverance, some type of calm, some type of determination, man. And I think Errol Spence has all the above, man. I think this is going to be a good matchup, man. I think Shawn Porter comes into this fight and tries to make it ugly with Errol Spence. He's going to try to make it ugly early, and we will see Errol Spence tested like we never seen him tested before. And Errol Spence has mentioned that he has been fortunate enough not to ever have a swollen eye, not to ever have a black eye, not to ever have a cut. You understand what I'm saying? My worry is that, how will Spence react if he does get cut in this fight? A lot of Shawn Porter's fights, there's headbutts, there's elbows, there's a lot of roughhouse tactics, and should Errol Spence get cut, is he going to be able to deal with him? Is he going to be able to adapt, or is he going to let it affect him? You understand what I'm saying? Me personally, I think Errol Spence would be just fine. I think that, like I mentioned, going over to London and that type of situation will prepare you for the unthinkable, man. I think Errol Spence is the better technical fighter. I think he's the better boxer. Although Shawn Porter can box, a lot of people just think Shawn Porter is just in there to brawl. But we seen Shawn Porter box. We seen him box against Danny Garcia. We seen him box a little bit against Ugas. We seen him a little bit in the Granados fight until we hurt his hand. Shawn Porter does have the talent to box a little bit, but I think boxing against Errol Spence Jr. would be a big mistake that would be detrimental to the outcome of this fight. Shawn Porter's going to have to make it ugly. That's his only chance, in my opinion. I think, the first couple rounds is going to be ugly. We're going to see Errol Spence uncomfortable, as Shawn Porter said. You know what I mean? We're going to see him uncomfortable the first couple rounds, man. But I do think Errol Spence will adapt, as I've seen him adapt through every other fight that he's had. You know what I'm saying? I think, he will start to adapt and start, putting that strong, hard jab out there to Shawn Porter, coming off with them combinations to the head, combinations to the body, and I'm interested to see how Shawn Porter reacts to that type of pressure. Errol Spence, he really doesn't like to take a step back. Shawn Porter really doesn't like to take a step back. Although we have seen both fighters fight on the back foot, I do think this would be a fight that's in the middle of the ring. Errol Spence has made it no secret that he is looking for the knockout. He's looking to be dominant. He's looking to finish this fight in devastating fashion. Shawn Porter has claimed that he wants to knock out Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's he's doing this all for the build up the pay-per-view, or if he really believes it, man. A lot of times when Shawn Porter is talking about it, he's doing a lot of smiling. You know what I'm saying? I just watched the Inside the PVC yesterday, and Shawn Porter, he was doing a lot of smiling and throwing some jabs at Errol Spence, but Errol Spence was all business. You understand what I'm saying? Errol Spence wasn't smiling. He looked like he was irritated by some of the comments Shawn Porter was making. And I do really believe that Errol Spence wants to punish Shawn Porter. He says he's going to punish him. I believe that he wants to punish him, and I'm looking forward to him doing just that. Shawn Porter, he has shown a solid chin in the past. Yes, Keith Thurman hit him with some hellacious shots. His legs wobbled. He got buckled. But, he was able to recover like that. He was able to recover fast and continue on the fight. But Errol Spence isn't the type of fighter who's going to back up off you. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence is going to beat you up. Can Shawn Porter take all those devastating shots to the body? Can he take those combinations coming from head to body, body to head, head to body, body to head? Errol Spence is the master at using a variety of punches, of hard punches, precise punches, and I just don't know if Shawn Porter can withstand those type of punches, man. the way I see this fight going, I see this fight being very competitive for the first 3, 4, maybe even 5 rounds. And then you will start to see Errol Spence make the adjustments and, start to take over this fight. Slowly but surely you'll start to break Shawn Porter down. You will see Shawn Porter fighting off the back foot more and more as the round goes on, and you'll see Errol Spence cutting off the ring, getting Shawn up against the ropes, getting Shawn in the corner and beating him up to the body, beating him up to the head. You understand what I'm saying? And I do think by the 10th, 11th round, I do think Errol Spence will be able to get Shawn Porter out of there from the accumulation of punches. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence is not a one-punch knockout fighter, but he will beat you up. He will break you down round by round, blow by blow, and that's what I'm looking forward to in this Shawn Porter fight. But I will not be surprised if Shawn Porter makes it to the final bell. If, however, somehow he makes it to the final bell, it will be because Shawn Porter will go into survival mode, and he will just do sort of what Mikey Garcia did, and that's just being happy with getting to the final bell. But me knowing Shawn Porter's past and Shawn Porter's history, the way Shawn Porter trains, I don't see him doing that. I see Shawn Porter, going out on his shield. I see Shawn Porter trying to win this thing. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't think that he has what it takes to beat Errol Spence Jr. Shawn Porter's very athletic. You know what I'm saying? He's very athletic. He moves very well. He's very explosive. But I think that body work that Errol Spence is going to deliver to him, I think that will slow Shawn Porter down a bit, and and ultimately lead to the detriment of Shawn Porter, man. The inside the PBC, they had Keith Thurman on there, and it was kind of comical how Keith Thurman, he was throwing he threw a little bit of jabs at Shawn Porter, because Shawn Porter, in the build up to Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, Shawn Porter was rubbing the A-side, B-side into Thurman's face, the odds and all that shit into Thurman's face. You know what I'm saying? You could tell, Thurman was bothered by being the B-side. Thurman was bothered by, at the start of the fight before Manny Pacquiao, he had somehow become the underdog. So the first question that Keith Thurman asked is, Shawn, how does it feel? No, he said, does it surprise you that you are an underdog to Errol Spence Jr.? Shawn Porter must have been ready for that question. He must have knew Keith Thurman was going to come at him like that, because he said, no, I'm not surprised at all, man. Errol Spence has been very dominant. He has been, dominating every fighter, steamrolling through him, so I'm not surprised at all, man. But yeah, we have seen Errol Spence dominate, fighter after fighter. We have seen it, you know what I'm saying? Shawn Porter, however, he's been in close fights. The only 2 fighters that I can for sure say that Shawn Porter dominated was Paulie Malignaggi and Andre Berto. Those are the only 2 fights that stick out to me where Shawn Porter just went out there and dominated the fight. You understand what I'm saying? And in both instances, he was able to get the stoppage. I believe Paulie Malignaggi was around the 4th round, and Andre Berto somewhere around the 9th or 10th round. But in both fights, Shawn Porter was very physical. He was using that bum rush style that we talk about. He's going to need to give himself a chance against Errol Spence. Berto was leaking everywhere. Paulie Malignaggi was leaking everywhere. This is the Shawn Porter that has to show up on Saturday night. I'm much looking forward to this fight, man. I'm looking for the best of the best get busy, man. And these are 2 of the best welterweights in the game. And I'm just going to sit back with my popcorn, man, and I'm going to really enjoy this fight. I do think this fight will go down in history as one of a classic, Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, Hagler, Hearns, just because of these 2 fighters' style. They both have explosive style. They both have aggressive styles, and they both are very athletic, big, strong welterweights, man. And, I think it's going to be a real exciting fight. But listen, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you're looking for me, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter at Big Faces Worldwide, all one word. But if you have not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Also hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I'm dropping more heat. But in the meantime and in between time, stay blessed, fam, and keep on supporting this sport that we love called boxing. Peace. I'll holler back.
Dangerous. It's dangerous. Dangerous. It's dangerous.